Welcome back to Coinverse Hub today. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1996 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. At first glance, this copper-colored coin might look like just another penny sitting in your change jar. But the truth is, some of these 1996 Lincoln pennies are worth much more than 1 cent. In this video, we'll explore how to identify the rare and valuable varieties, what makes them special, and how much collectors are currently paying for them in today's coin market. Let's start with some quick background. The Lincoln 1-cent coin has been in continuous production since 1909, featuring the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The 1996 penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. On the obverse side, we see Lincoln's profile facing right, the word liberty to his left, the motto "In God We Trust" above, and the date 1996 along with a mint mark just below it. On the reverse side, there's the Lincoln Memorial with the denomination 1 cent and the country name United States of America. In 1996, the United States Mint produced these pennies at 3 locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco for the proof coins with an S mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 6.6 billion pennies, while the Denver Mint struck more than 6.5 billion. That's a huge number of coins, which means most 1996 pennies are common in circulation. However, not all of them are ordinary. Some rare varieties and mint errors from this year can make your penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, what should you look for? Let's talk about the errors and varieties that make the 1996 Lincoln penny valuable. One of the most sought-after types is the double die. A double die error happens when the die used to strike the coin has been imprinted twice at slightly different angles. If you find a 1996 penny where the date, Liberty, or the lettering "In God We Trust" looks doubled, you could be holding something very special. Collectors pay big money for strong doubling that is clearly visible without magnification. Another valuable error to look out for is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing and leaving a blank area of metal. The more off-center the design, the more valuable the coin can be, especially if the date is still visible. A 1996 penny with a 50% off-center strike can sell anywhere from $50 to $150, depending on condition and eye appeal. There are also other types of mint errors that increase the value of a 1996 penny. Examples include broad strikes, die cracks, clip planchets, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. A 1996 penny struck on a dime planchet or a foreign coin blank can bring hundreds of dollars at auction because these are very rare mistakes. Now let's talk about condition, which is one of the biggest factors affecting a coin's value. Most 1996 pennies you'll find in your pocket change are circulated and show wear. These are typically worth face value, just 1 cent. But if you find a coin that looks brand new, shiny, and free from scratches, it could be worth more. Uncirculated examples, also known as mint state coins, can sell for $1 to $10 depending on grade. High-grade specimens certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can reach much higher values. For example, a 1996 penny from the Denver Mint graded MS68 red by PCGS once sold for over $200. The same goes for Philadelphia minted coins in top condition. The reason is simple. Finding a perfect or near-perfect coin from such a high mintage year is extremely difficult. Tiny imperfections, even ones you can't see with the naked eye, can make a big difference in value. That's why collectors and investors seek out these flawless coins for their collections. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are another category worth mentioning. These coins were specially made for collectors using polished dies and planchets to create mirror-like surfaces. A 1996 S-proof penny in pristine condition is typically worth between $2 and $5, but deep cameo proofs or perfect grade examples can reach $30 or more. Now let's take a look at current market trends. As of this year, the 1996 Lincoln penny continues to be a popular collectible among beginners and experienced numismatists alike. On platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections, you can see high-grade or rare 1996 penny selling for anywhere between $50 and $500. The highest prices go to those rare errors, like dramatic double dies or wrong planchet strikes. If you want to check the value of your own 1996 penny, start by examining it carefully under good lighting. Look for any doubling, off-center designs, cracks, or unusual color. Then check the coin's condition. If it has full original red luster and sharp details, it might be worth getting graded. You can also compare it to recent auction results to get an idea of what collectors are paying right now. The next time you come across a 1996 Abraham Lincoln penny, don't just spend it. Take a moment to inspect it closely. What may look like an ordinary coin could turn out to be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. The thrill of coin collecting is that treasure could be hiding right in your change. That's all for today's video on the 1996 1-cent penny coin. If you found this information helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future updates on rare coins and their market values. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Today we are talking about the 2006 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary modern penny, but believe me, some of these coins can be worth far more than their face value, depending on their condition, mint mark, and possible minting errors. So stay tuned, because you might have one of these valuable coins sitting right in your change jar right now. The 2006 penny continues the long-running Lincoln cent design that started back in 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. The obverse, or front side, features the famous portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse still shows the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959. In 2010, this reverse design was replaced, so the 2006 penny is part of the last few years of that Lincoln Memorial reverse design. Now, let's look at the details that can make your 2006 penny valuable. These coins were produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with the D mint mark, and San Francisco for proof coins marked with an S. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were struck in the billions, so most of them are common and worth 1 cent in circulated condition. However, uncirculated and proof coins, especially with errors or perfect grades, can be worth a lot more. Let's start with the regular business strike coins. If you have a 2006 penny with no mint mark from Philadelphia, most are worth face value when circulated. But if you find one in uncirculated mint state condition, it can be worth anywhere from 50 cents up to around $5, depending on the grade. If it's certified by a grading company like PCGS or NGC and graded MS68 or higher, it can bring in much more. For example, a 2006 Lincoln penny graded MS68 red sold for around $130 at auction. The Denver minted 2006 D pennies are also interesting. They're usually well struck, but high grades are still difficult to find. A beautiful, bright red 2006 D penny in MS68 condition can sell for over $100. And again, even a small step down in grade can make a big difference in value, so the condition really matters. Now, the San Francisco proof coins are where collectors get excited. The 2006 S Lincoln proof pennies were made especially for collectors with mirror-like fields and sharp details. These coins were struck on copper-plated zinc planchets with special dies, and they were never intended for circulation. A typical proof coin is worth $2 to $5, but if you have one graded PR 70 deep cameo, that's a perfect grade. The value can reach $30 to $50 or even more depending on a market. But the real treasure in 2006 pennies comes from minting errors and varieties. Always check your coins carefully, because error pennies can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some known errors for the 2006 Lincoln cent include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and clipped planchets. A 2006 penny with a major double die on Lincoln's face or the lettering can sell anywhere from $50 to $200, depending on how strong the doubling is. Off-center errors where part of the design is missing can also sell for a good profit, especially if the date is still visible. Another thing to look for is a satin finish coin. In 2005 and 2006, the U.S. Mint released special mint sets with coins that had a special satin finish rather than the regular business strike finish. These coins are often higher quality and lower mintage. A 2006 satin finish penny in perfect condition can be worth $5 to $15 or more, depending on collector demand. Now, let's talk about market trends. The value of modern Lincoln cents, including the 2006 penny, has been increasing slowly in recent years, especially for coins in high mint state or proof grades. Many collectors are building complete sets of Lincoln cents from 1959 to present, so demand for top-quality coins is growing. That means if you have one in pristine condition, it might be worth getting it graded to increase its resale value. How do you tell if your 2006 penny might be worth money? First, look for the mint mark. Then, check the condition. If it looks uncirculated, with a bright red shine and no wear on Lincoln's face or the lettering, it might be worth submitting for grading. Use a magnifying glass to check for any doubling, cracks, or other unusual marks that might be mint errors. Even a small error can make a big difference. Now for some real-world examples. One 2006 D Lincoln cent graded MS 68 red sold for over $140. Another 2006 penny with a dramatic off-center strike sold for about $110. Proof 2006 S coins in PR 70 deep cameo have sold for $40 or more. And even a small double die coin can fetch between $50 and $200. On next time you get change. Don't overlook those modern pennies. Even though billions were made, rare grades and errors are hiding in plain sight. Every year, new varieties and error types are being discovered, and the 2006 Lincoln penny is no exception. Checking your coins carefully could lead you to a small fortune. To sum it up, most 2006 Lincoln pennies are worth 1 cent if circulated, but uncirculated coins, proof coins, and error varieties can bring anywhere from a few dollars to over $100 in today's market. And as collectors continue to chase perfect coins, the value for top grades may rise even higher in the future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future coin value updates. Let me know in the comments if you have a 2006 Lincoln penny and what condition it's in. Maybe your coin could be worth a lot more than you think.